right, that was a nice, good bluegrass tune. Welcome to Listen Up, Illinois. My name is Ed Hawks, and I have with us today on the second edition of the show, Grassroots Revival with Jamie Carras on bass and Michel Jones on the banjo and guitar. I guess can I start out by asking you a question here?
Sure.
But I wonder.
Well, that tune was called Shenandoah Breakdown, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what was that tune? Oh, Shenandoah Breakdown.
There's a Bill Monroe instrumental.
Okay.
I first heard him do it down at Bean Blossom.
Okay. So I'm always curious to know how people kind of get interested in the music, and then how does a band get together? How did you two get together and start playing music? And how long have you been playing music together?
I went to a bluegrass festival in Indiana about 12 years ago. It was called Worman's Lake, and I substituted for a banjo player there. And Jamie was camped out 30 spaces down, and during the course of the weekend, we started singing and jamming, and we kind of been singing together ever since. About 12 years now.
About 12 years,
I
okay.
think 13.
13 or something like that.
We've lost track.
She's our voices really blend well together, and she's a very animated person. Like a 110 plugged into 220 or something like that. So.
Okay.
But I got into bluegrass up in Chicago, actually, and at the Old Town School of Folk Music. So I'd been doing bluegrass prior to meeting Michel for several years. And was born and raised in Indianapolis area of Indiana, and had driven by Bill Monroe's festival in Bean Blossom, and I wondered what it was all about, but didn't go check it out then.
Yeah.
And much later, at some friends, some buddies up in Chicago said, "You got to go to the Bill Monroe's Bean Blossom." So I did.
Now you're addicted.
And I was hooked at that point. I was
Yeah.
hooked on bluegrass. So.
Okay. Well, how about another tune then?
Okay, what would we have decided?
Oh, do some more banjo. Let you
Okay.
know. Either Sled Ride or Sailor's Hornpipe.
Let's do a little bit of Sled Ride, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good strong one.
Well, one thing nice about this, I get a private concert.
Let's try this one's called
I want to hear Sailor's Hornpipe, Devil's Dream, too.
oh, okay.
What do you have in mind? Doug's tune or?
Dixie Hoedown.
Okay, that's good.
This was a little bit more melodic than the other ones.
that was a medley? There was 2 tunes in there?
Actually, not just one.
That was one.
He was
Okay.
just doing
He
different
just kind of-
banjo styles, strumming styles.
Let's
Okay.
try,
I got another question for you.
okay.
I've been in some bands, and sometimes we sit around and fret over what we're gonna call ourselves. So how did you come up with the name Grassroots Revival?
Well, we also like the old classic country songs, and I think of that as being really close to what bluegrass is. You know, the old time country. So that was like the roots of bluegrass, and so bluegrass to me is like country music with overdrive. You know.
Yeah,
So.
kind of jazzed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And also, there was another band that was really big at the time. What was their name? That people get our name confused with them,
The
right?
New Grass Revival?
Yes, it was Newgrass Revival.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a spin off that, because we'd heard some other bands do spins off of other band names, and it worked really well.
Like the rarely heard and the seldom seen.
Yeah, that was an example. But actually, it's kind of, hasn't worked for us, because people tend to get it confused
kinda
with Newgrass
confuse,
Revival
yeah.
or Bluegrass Revival, or, but
Yeah.
we're staying with it for.
Yeah, it works.
It's kind of the roots of the music.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And a revival of the roots.